Syrinscape sounds are not just 15-minute loops of a location or of a creature, with all that mixing set permanently in stone and ever repetitive. Instead, it's a beautiful, dynamic, ever-changing sound world that you can control and tweak as well to make it fit your game perfectly. And Thing in the Fog is a great example of that. Let me show you. And while I give you this demo, just imagine how many different MP3s you'd have to have queued up to achieve what we're able to achieve here. So here we have busy streets. At the moment it's London, since this comes from our Call of Cthulhu Masks of Nyarlathotep adventure. Because it's London, available is a Big Ben chime, which I can just trigger and layer over the top of the rest of the sound design. Of course, I can then chime the time. Is it 1 a.m.? Oh boy. Do we want a little bit of rain? We can either switch on the rain here ourselves, or trigger this preset and then adjust the volume of the rain so it's just the amount of raininess that we want. You might like to ramp up the rain, turn off the music completely. At some point as your adventure progresses, the rain starts to abate and the streets become deserted. At this point, creepy music is going to queue up. You see it has a delay on the first sample play. If I want it straight away, I can just double click that music element and we'll get creepy music right away. Once again, imagine how you're going to achieve this without Syrinscape's amazing machine. Maybe you want to have a dog somewhere in the distance being upset, or have it a bit closer by adjusting the volume. And then when we're ready, cue the Something's Out There mood that changes up the music even further. It makes things seem really, really quite ducky altogether. Once you're ready to ramp it up even further, watch what happens to the different elements. What elements start, what elements stop, what happens to the volumes of the ones that are already running. We're ready kind of for a shock reveal. You glance and see a dark tentacle slither around the corner. And then, when you're ready for all hell to break loose, trigger the My Lordy, run! Once again, combat music that's styled for the period. You could turn this combat music off just by switching it off, going to one of the Dungeons & Dragons sound sets and turning on some awesome heavy metal or full orchestral fantasy if you like. This sound set also includes 2 outcome moods. One is escaped, which is like hooray, but one is dead, which is super cool. Have a listen to this. So yeah, just imagine how many different MP3 recordings you'd have to import into the Duke player on a VTT or whatever. It's much better to control Syrinscape with these buttons. All these buttons are pressable from within your VTT via our remote links. You can copy these and place them, attach them to objects in your VTT or whatever you want to. And you just have this little client, this little online player client running on your computer locally, and if you have a Super Siren subscription, on all of your friends' computers wherever they are in the world as well. And everyone will hear beautiful, fully immersive, horrible 3D audio. And you can make everyone just roll sanity checks all the time. Fantastic. I'll put Oh My Lordy, run again, back on, and you can enjoy.